I taught myself how to do a Rubik's Cube.
Yeah, so
I read
like
this.
that.
I read the study, or I think it was a video, and it said that billionaires are 22% more likely. I don't know how they got that number, but 22% more likely to try a new hobby or a new task every 30 days.
Really?
So I took that, like, all right, let me try something. So, like, they'll pick up an instrument and, like, learn a song. So, like, the whole idea is you remind yourself, especially when you get to that level, you need reminders that failure is a good thing. So you do these things like puzzles or whatever to constantly remind yourself that you can fail over and over and over.
Yeah.
But then you still figure it out at the end of the day.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. So I thought it was actually really dope. Because, like, if you think about it, if you're a, Fortune 500, whatever, you probably don't deal with a whole lot of failure. You know what I mean?
Or a lot, but, like, it's, like, skewed.
Yeah, or a lot.
Like, it's skewed because, like, Bob Iger just stepped down from Disney, right?
I saw that, yeah.
And let's list a few of his accomplishments, which is just, like, crazy shit.
Yeah.
The reason why he stepped down, though, because people say his mismanagement of the Star Wars franchise is the reason why he's, like, stepping down.
Wow.
But it's like Marvel, Sony buying Fox, like.
Yeah, there's been a lot of other moves.
Accomplishments must be like fucking crazy. So like obviously he's like skewed.
Yeah.
And they bought Fox for like $71 billion. That's like crazy, bro.
They bought Fox for that much?
Yeah, like I didn't know they.
Like, I know they bought Star Wars for like it was like 100 years, $5 billion or something like that. Yeah, it might even been more than that.
The creator of that he be fucking with black chicks too, which is crazy.
George Lucas?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think his wife is a black chick.
Huh.
And,
he's like 80. I wouldn't expect that. He grew up in a different time.
I remember seeing something like George. Yeah.
I know that.
Not saying like an adage, but like it's crazy that like, he got divorced from her and no, he's still married to her. Yeah, but Melody Hobson.
She look good? Nah,
but that's like his. But she's like the top CEO, like the biggest like investment firm in the world.
So it's just two hustlers,
which is fucking crazy.
Yeah, I wonder what those family dinners are like.
I think his ex-wife is also like a black chick.
Have they been married for a while? I don't really know much about him for real.
He's 75. That's what he looks like, by the way.
Yeah, I know what it looks like.
Kind of looks like Nor a little bit.
Like Nor?
Yeah.
I don't know about that one.
But crazy.
Yeah.
Like he's 75. His new wife's 50.
Jeez.
She's 50 years old. So he's like
that's the game. You just upgrade.
Yo, I heard a quote from
every 20
Quincy
years.
Jones, and he's like, "You want to stay young and like creative and like killing it, like you gotta be around like young women, because they keep you young as a man." And like now I get the
like
game.
Women in general, or just young women.
Like young women, like not like little girls, but like
yeah. Like
it's funny. Like Lucas obviously went to go make that a few years ago, that 5-year or 100-year, 10-year, $5 billion move.
Yeah.
Because he's like motivation. Like, that was like 10 years ago, right? Like she was 40. He was 60. He still has some fight in him. You know, she's still going. She's only 50.
Yeah.
But like his ex-wife is 74. Like she's trying to chill and relax and like sell the houses.
I wonder what.
It's a mentality, bro. Because men, like I swear to God, in my opinion, men do everything for women. Like our whole inspiration, whether you believe it or not, you cannot tell me. And if you're not straight, I guess for another partner, but if you're a straight male, like you're doing it for like
women.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to argue with that, G.
Like everything. Like look at everybody's dad. And
I mean,
the wife.
I wouldn't say like
convinces
everything.
The dad to go harder or tell him to slow down.
That's true. That is, I've seen that firsthand. That is very true.
You go out and get the bag, and you start doing all this shit, and then you start getting lonely. You want to share you know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
What was the inspiration to get it? It might have been like low key, like y'all want.
I think it's
girls look at me.
I think it's one of the reasons, but like it's definitely not everything.
I think it's the main reason.
No.
Reproduce. We're animals. We're here to like in society. Like we're here to reproduce, and I feel like for humans, since we have like a conscious brain. We do things differently. Like, I'm guaranteed there's a road for for a monkey before you can mate. Like, he has to do something. Well, that's like fight the alpha.
Yeah.
Like they do that. The lions fight the big guy, and then if they win, they become the alpha lion, and all the women like flock. Like we all like.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
Yeah, the animal kingdom's different, bro.
No idea.
Like, as humans, we measure each other on accommodations, or that's not the right word. Accolades. That's the word I'm looking for.
Okay.
But like in the animal kingdom, bro, it's like you fight, and if you win,
it's predator versus prey, bro.
Yeah, literally.
I just watched a video on Twitter of like a Komodo dragon, like a big one. Like it was like a deer or some gazelle was having like a calf. Like
shit.
And a Komodo just went over there and just ripped that calf out and ate it.
Out of the stomach or wherever
bro. Like just pulled it out as it was coming out, swallowed the whole thing.
What the fuck?
And I was like,
that's crazy.
And like, it is what it is.
Yeah.
That's
just another day for a gazelle. I've always wondered how animals like internally feel about that stuff.
Probably crappy, but like I think they also.
But I think they're used to it though. You know, like you ever seen the videos of like the 40 turtles or whatever running for the ocean?
Yeah.
And it's like at that point, like you're used to this happening every year. You probably don't really feel sad anymore.
And it goes back to like the strongest survive.
It's true.
And I feel like we do it really early on, but also forever in our process as humans. And like I don't know, watching that like gave me like a little bit more confidence to kind of like sometimes be more aggressive. Because it's like, wait a minute, like we're still animals here, and like either you're gonna be eating somebody or someone's basically be eating you. But that's like a sick version of it.
So are you a Komodo dragon or are you a calf? It's like the worst analogy ever.
Komodo dragon for sure.
That has no ring to it. Yo, going back to George Lucas, I wonder what like that conversation is when someone hands you whatever. I think it was like $5 billion for 100 years.
He's already up.
No, I know, but like for 100 years.
Well, obviously that's transcends him because he's 75.
Yeah. So like,
legacy.
That's just like weird. That's just a weird idea. Like 100-year deal.
I think it's never.
Because then I wonder if it goes back to his estate after after the 100 years.
And I think it's the legacy of Star Wars, never to die down.
Yeah.
Never
to probably not. He probably doesn't want to do them anymore.
Because like a lot of these companies do have like 100, 150 year, 20-year plans.
Yeah.
Which is just like crazy. Like the moves they make now
are all setting up. Yeah, that's what I give Marvel a lot of credit for that, because like 10 years ago when they started making movies, and it like they laid everything out perfectly so that Avengers could be a thing. Yeah, especially because
that was like Stan Lee, right? That was like his whole baby.
Yeah, I mean he didn't really handle like the movies, but he like invented a lot of the superheroes,
the comic books and shit, right?
Yeah, so like I'm sure he was a part of the process. But the president of Marvel at Disney, his name's Kevin Feige. Yeah, he's the guy who like apparently he used to stay up to like 3-4 a.m. just like a serial killer, like putting all the clues together on the board.
Oh, how to tie it all again.
Yeah, and so like if you go back, so in the latest Avengers, spoiler alert, the villain is Thanos, but they were previewing this guy since like the 4th or 5th movie. So like year 2 or 3, and they were already like teasing this super villain, right? And then 8 years later after that, they released the movie, and it's just like so smart how they set everything up. And also on top of that, like the newest Avengers had clips and moments that they like went back in time and went to like the old moments in the movies, so you could tell they like really thought everything out like to a T, and it's crazy. That's like the most impressive thing I think anyone can pull off. It's like a multi-year plan. Yeah, like most people think they're organized, but like.
So they bought in 2009 Marvel Entertainment for $4 billion.
Disney did?
Yeah.
Wow. I wonder if looking back they view that as like an undersell, because obviously that sounds like an insane amount of money. Yeah. But like. And I think what's insane is that Disney actually did that, because at the time, like superhero movies weren't pop culture yet. You know, like we only had like Tobey Maguire, Superman, and then maybe like a few other movies.
So, sorry for like, I'm just getting into the business side. I guess he got like a 50-50 split, bro.
Stan Lee?
Yeah. Don't quote me on that, though.
That's crazy. If he did, that's crazy.
Like, this is like random articles on the internet.
50-50 split?
Stan Lee was getting money, bro.
That's wild. That's so crazy.
Think about that, bro. Man was getting money.
What's even more wild is that up until that Disney deal, they were actually thinking about bankruptcy. That's why they sold like Spider-Man and like a few other entities to Fox. And then, like, all those years later, sold the whole thing to Marvel or Disney.
The whole package.
So, like, they were on the verge of, like, going bankrupt.
That's crazy.
And then now they're, like, probably the most valuable franchise in the world, I'd assume. I can't think of anything else that'd be worth more.
No, I enjoyed a lot of the Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Like,
I want to know how they'll hold up. Because, like, they are, like, cheesy action movies, you know? And those movies tend not to hold up very well.
I think because of the humor and because of the consistent stars they used, I feel like it might, after like 10 years, some shit might look dated and other stuff not.
Yeah.
But I just feel like some like the OG, like the first series movies are gonna like just last, bro.
Forever.
Like the first Iron Man is just gonna be the first Iron Man, bro. Because like, bro,
that was an iconic moment,
yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, a couple of Spidermans in there. You can pick which one you like the best, but I just feel like
a
couple of Spider-Man movies are just going to forever just be dope.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, it was like the Spider-Man series with Tobey Maguire, which is classic. Yeah. And then the X-Men movies, where Hugh Jackman played like Wolverine. Those
I think
those
Wolverine's
were a big deal.
Forever be good.
Like, and then Marvel came out. It's crazy.
Wow.
What's going to be interesting to see, there was a time when both Marvel and DC, this is some nerdy shit, but there was a time when both Marvel and DC had like financial issues, so they came together and did like, you know, Superman versus Iron Man or whatever. I don't remember what they were, but I'll be interested to see if the business is going to be right enough for them to actually collab in the movies. Obviously, like Marvel's up here and like DC's here on the movie side of things.
DC hasn't really came hard with it.
No, they haven't. But if they do, then we see these like.
But Bane was dope.
Which one?
Bane and Dark Knight Rises.
Oh
like,
yeah.
That was.
But the Dark Knight movie, that's a different story, bro.
But I'm just saying that like that was their only good movie. In my opinion.
Do you want to know why? I got the whole shit.
Why?
So, have you ever seen Inception, the movie?
Yeah.
That's the same director as the Dark Knight movies.
Okay.
So they hired this like super A-list director, and he just put it all together. And also the actors were incredible too. But that's the problem with the new movies, is they're bringing on kind of a lot, which is actually the same thing that Marvel was kind of doing. But DC is just kind of struck out because they haven't really picked the best directors, in my opinion. And the writing's been pretty bad. There's like a whole lot of shit wrong.
That's an interesting take.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like hiring like Martin Scorsese to do like an Iron Man movie. Like, it's gonna be a hit, you know?
Yeah. I feel like they should have just took the financial bet, because I feel like he could make an Aquaman kind of dope.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the weird thing about DC, is like some of it is dope and some of it's not. So it's like, do you start all over? Because if all of a sudden there's a new Batman, like everyone's gonna be confused.
Well, there's a new Batman, right?
Yeah, but they have a new Wonder Woman movie coming out, so it doesn't seem like they're gonna change Wonder Woman. So they're just changing Batman, and we're just gonna have to like accept it.
Yeah,
and Superman also
why
stepped
him,
away.
Though? So I don't get it.
I'm not sure like why they chose him, but he did the Twilight movies. Everyone knows Robert Pattinson, by the way, is what we're talking about. But
the Twilight is such a different.
He did Twilight. That's like, you know, whatever. But he had like his last like 3 movies. Like his performance was crazy, like really good. Yeah. So I don't know like the specific reason, because to me he's not tough at all, you know. Yeah. And you need I mean, but I guess if you think about the backstory of Batman, need a good actor, like, though. Yeah, he's a good actor. But I think if you think about like the backstory of Batman, he's not really like a tough dude. Like he becomes that, but like he's a billionaire, like playboy. You know what I'm saying?
But like who's that? What's his
Christian
name?
Bale.
See, Christian Bale's a great actor.
Yeah.
And he made me believe.
Yeah. He made Batman seem like a real
Yeah,
person.
he really did.
Yeah.
Like, he executed that down, like, Murphy, all of them. Like,
Yeah.
they got the good cast. They got a great cast.
But so then back to that though, like
it was so real because like I could envision like the short, stocky, ripped billionaire dude.
Yeah.
Like really trying to be a superhero, but the tall, lanky guy, it doesn't really like connect. You know?
Yeah, but like part of me wants to go back to like prior to the Joker, or not? Yeah, prior to the Joker, Heath Ledger was like a rom-com actor. Like he did a bunch of chick flicks.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden they like saw this within him, and he wanted the Joker role. And then that's like one of the best performances of all time.
And he killed himself.
And then he killed himself. OD'd. Killed himself. Same thing.
I think the Joker broke him, bro.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people say. Yeah. But so I mean it could be the same situation, you know? Like everyone just thinks that like Robert Pattinson's not that dope, but the director just sees something.
So who's gonna be the villain in the new Batman movie?
No one knows anything.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or is it be more like origin story?
I think when you get to like the new Spider-Man, right? This is the third blockbuster Spider-Man we've had.
Yeah.
And they just didn't do the story. They just skipped it. Because at this point, like, you know everything.
I was on a flight and I saw Spider-Man. He had this is weird. Was it Jake Gyllenhaal was like?
Yeah, he's the villain in the new one. Yeah.
Oh, he's actually the villain?
Yeah. Yeah.
I didn't watch the whole thing.
You need to watch it. Oh, you were like watching it on a flight?
Yeah, I watched it on the flight.
Oh shit! So you thought he was a good guy still? Yo, spoilers.
Oh, so he's actually the villain? So he's creating all those monsters?
Yeah. Yeah. That movie's actually crazy. That movie's crazy.
How is he creating the monsters?
You gotta finish the movie,
And how's he fake fighting them?
Bro, you gotta watch it. I feel bad that I spoiled it.
No, you should just finish it.
You want me to finish it?
I'll never watch
So basically, he invented like a bunch of projectors to follow him around.
Yeah.
Because he was a scientist for Iron Man, and Iron Man invented like this augmented reality thing where you could go in your memories and like relive them.
Yeah.
And so it was a bunch of projectors that would project your memories. So what he did was use them to project these villains and project damage on the buildings and all this stuff. And so he faked all the fights and everything just so that he could get a hold of.
So the villains weren't really messed up?
They weren't there. They weren't really there. Which is crazy. So like they had projectors that not only like projected visually but also projected physically. So that's why like Spider-Man was actually fighting him, but the whole time it was like some high tech projector.
Oh, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, that movie's actually nuts. It's
I was
really,
like watching
really
it and
good
I was
plot.
like, yo, so like the part I got to was like the big fire guy.
Yeah.
And they were fighting it, and I was like, then I don't know what happened, but like I was just like,
that movie's actually really good.
That's crazy that he projected all of that.
Yeah.
So there was real damage though, because like they projected on a real building, right?
Right. So they projected like a hole in the building.
Yeah.
But then like you see later on that it would just like turn. Like the one.
And how did they catch on? How do you figure it out?
So oh man, I don't even remember. I think because he like knew something that Spider-Man didn't tell him, and so he like started to question it. And then I think, if I remember right, I think they found one of the projectors, and they were like confused. I don't know. I'd have to actually see it again because I haven't seen it since it came out.
Okay.
Yeah, dope movie though. But that Spider-Man franchise, they skipped the whole backstory.
Yeah.
Like they didn't do the Uncle Ben thing.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming they're gonna do that same thing with Spider-Man because it's like, or Superman or Batman, because we know, right? Like his parents die. You know.
We can't do Joker. It's like, who's gonna fight, Mr. Penguin? Or whatever fucking.
I think, if I remember right, I think they casted Jonah Hill as Mr. Penguin, which is fucking hilarious. Do you know who Jonah Hill is?
Yeah, I know who Jonah Hill is. That's why I'm like, you know what?
I don't know. He either turned it down or he accepted it. I don't remember, but I know they offered it to him. I don't remember what he said.
You know what? It could like be really bad, or it could be really good.
It could be really bad, but like the cast for the most part is like pretty dope.
Jonah Hill can act. He's a good actor.
Yeah, he
so is Robert Pattinson. So like,
we'll see what happens. I'm interested.
It'd be weird to see him in those roles, but I think if they do a phenomenal job.
It's gonna be hard though. They have the world against them right now because their bar is so low. You know,
that's crazy.
Yeah. Should we talk about Deontay and Fury?
Yeah.
So if you haven't seen, Wilder got the shit beat out of him, which is unfortunate because that's my guy.
Which I don't. First off, so to give you know,
should we give some backstory?
Some context.
Okay.
I wanted Fury to win. I thought Fury,
which is crazy.
I thought Fury was gonna win. Like context. Now, I actually have a weird take after I saw Wilder lose.
Okay.
So, and a lot of people disagree with me on this, but you know, his equilibrium was fucked up, I guess, or his eardrum got shattered from that like first punch.
Yeah.
That like.
Yeah. So in the first round,
Fury hit him with.
Fury popped him in the ear, and it like broke his eardrum, popped his eardrum. I don't know the term.
Something like that.
And I guess the announcer said that it completely throws off your equilibrium when it does that.
So that makes you like wobbly and whatnot.
Yeah.
So they're heavyweights,
big
right?
time.
And they both haven't lost to that in that moment. I feel like, as a man, as a champion, you gotta let me get knocked out.
He did, bro. He did.
No. He
didn't fall flat.
No,
but like,
they threw the towel in.
Yeah.
His corner man, like as a man and as a champion, I know you care about my well-being. I know you want me to wake up again. I know you want me to be there for my family, my kids. But as a man, as a champion, you cannot do that to me. Because we can watch the clips and you can all believe that I was gonna lose.
Yeah.
But like we don't know. You took that choice completely away from me.
Yeah.
As a man. Like
it's damn near 99% though.
No, but let the ref call it. Let me get knocked out.
Yeah.
Like as a pride thing and as like a man thing, as a champion thing, as a heavyweight thing, bro, you gotta let him break his jaw. You gotta let him get knocked. So that it's gonna test him.
Yeah, of course.
Like now Wilder's like whole like discography is like trash now.
See, that's where we disagree a lot.
It's destroyed.
We've talked about that before.
What, your daddy called to stop the fight? Your big brother stopped the fight for you?
Bro, he can't control what his trainers do. So, I listened to this guy, Teddy Atlas.
No, bro.
Mike Tyson's trainer. Yeah. He said, part of your job as a trainer is to protect the fighter from themselves. Because they will always say that they can keep fighting. They will never tell you that they should stop, ever. And part of your job as a trainer is to know when it's over. And the guy who threw in the towel was a heavyweight champion at one time. So it was also a fighter who knows like the sport, knows what it feels like. And he decided that it was over.
That's not fair.
It is. Dude, at the end of the day, what is boxing? Boxing.
No one did that to him.
Listen, at the end of the day, boxing is entertainment.
Yes. No,
it's not worth dying for. It's not worth. Think about Muhammad Ali before he died. Could barely understand what he was saying, right? Could barely talk. Yeah. I don't want to see Deontay like that.
But look at it. So protect Muhammad Ali is like, I think in his brain that it was worth the sacrifice. Because he's considered the greatest fighter of all time.
Yeah, but like
legacy. Like
you're talking about someone.
Mike Tyson
has kids. Has
Mike Tyson
parents.
had a lot of crappy situations.
Yeah,
his corner never threw the towel in for him.
I don't know if that's true, but I don't know.
They let him go.
Yeah, but it's your
He's
job.
A warrior.
It's
He's
your
a
job,
champion.
bro.
Your job as a trainer is to like tell me what to do in the fight,
and
that's it.
Protect the fighter.
We're talking about belts. We're talking about pride.
No.
We're talking about a tie. This determines the best heavyweight.
Maybe of all time.
Let me get knocked out, please.
Yeah.
Because, like, honestly, when he was on the ropes.
But think about how.
Two more hits, he probably would have got knocked out. Or, knowing Wilder.
It was 100% over in that round.
Or, knowing Wilder, he could have brought that cannon out of fucking nowhere and clip him.
But how, though?
But
so
we don't
the
know.
Number one problem that he had
that's my whole
was
point.
that he couldn't find his feet. He couldn't find his feet.
The whole thing is that we don't know. And
I know.
Guess who has to live with that?
Deontay.
Yeah.
But he did.
How would you do it? How would you? Let's say you're playing. Let's put in your context. Let's say you're playing Super Smash Bros. Right, and you're losing, but you know at least the game is going on, and then someone like plugs out the game and says, "Oh, as your trainer, as your coach, as your friend, I was just looking out for you." How you fucking feel,
bro? No,
how'd you feel?
That's completely different.
How would you feel?
I would be mad.
Okay, so
But that's completely different.
No, it's not.
Bro,
it's the same thing.
No.
No, it's the same
One
thing.
is I'm getting punched in the face repeatedly.
No.
And the other is I'm playing a video game.
You shouldn't get mad over a video game because it doesn't matter. Because it's just a video game.
You shouldn't get mad over a sport.
No.
It's a sport.
No, that's no. That's his life. That's who he is.
Look, at the end of the day,
he now has a loss on his record.
He is going to wake up tomorrow morning up 50 mil, up crazy.
No, the money doesn't matter.
And he's going to have his kids. He's going to have his wife.
And his kids know he's a loser.
He's going to be cognizant enough
his kids, his wife knows he's a loser.
Stop.
Matter of fact,
that's not how heavyweight works, dog. That's how Floyd Mayweather works.
Matter of fact, not only is he a loser, someone called the towel in for him as a man. Wilder, I feel your pain. I understand how you feel. You ever listen to this podcast? I understand how you feel. Someone robbed you of everything a couple days ago.
No, bro. No.
Completely true. Now Fury's like singing.
So you feel like
song,
you feel like his career's over, type of thing?
Done. It's over.
How?
He's not the greatest.
Think about how crazy of a story it would be. All this happens.
He's not the greatest.
And then he rematches Tyson and knocks him out. Think about how much of a comeback story it would be. That's still a possibility.
Like, Anthony Joshua was done. He lost.
That's not how... Bro, see, you're tripping. You're tripping. This is not how heavyweight boxing works.
No, I'm telling you right now...
That's not how it works.
No, I'm telling you right now is how they lost. Joshua lost to, like, a 2-bit fighter. Career brand is over.
No, bro.
Wilder?
That's not true.
No, I'm telling you. Because, like, he didn't lose to Wilder. He didn't lose to Fury in a 12-round or knockout, like, fight. He lost to a guy who caught him, like, 3 times, who shouldn't have won. He did it as a tune-up fight. He did it for an easy bag. Like, and the plan exploded on him. Yeah, he came back and won and got his belts back. But you think anyone's really checking for Joshua anymore? No.
Yes, bro. Yes.
No, it's all fake hype. It's all marketing. It's all they gotta do to rewrite.
I don't think we'll ever agree on this.
I think Wilder, right, is willing to die in the ring.
Of course he is.
And I think you should allow him to.
No.
We wouldn't be here.
You know how sad I would be right now?
No, we wouldn't be here in this moment if I was on his team if he wasn't taking those kind of risks or took it that seriously every time he got in the ring. Like, we wouldn't be here. He wasn't a fighter that was trying to make a little bit extra cash. He's not a Floyd. He wasn't trying to make $200 million a fight. He was trying to be the best person in the world who never lost and knocked everybody out. And you robbed that from my man Wilder. Now, Fury, to you, great boxing. Bro. I believe you for this. I believe in you from the beginning. I think you're an amazing boxer. I would love to see you just outclass Wilder for 12 rounds. And then we will see, like,
I was pretty happy with if you think, did you watch the first fight?
Yeah. I think Fury was winning that one too.
No, 100%. He won that fight.
So for me,
which one did you find more entertaining?
The first one.
Really?
Yeah, that was a fucking battle.
Oh, I feel like the second one was more entertaining. The first one I should clarify. I think Tyson's performance in the second fight was more impressive than the first fight. Because Deontay's never been knocked down once in his career.
Yeah.
And he gets knocked out in the 6th round. And I think that's impressive.
And that's very impressive. But I think what we saw in the first fight, too, is that Fury's beating Wilder's ass, and he caught him.
Yeah.
A few times. Like, we needed to see that again for round two.
But I think
we needed to see it.
That was the game plan, though. So, like, in the first fight, essentially what it was just a boxer versus a puncher, right? And so what Fury was doing, he was just counter punching on his back foot.
Yeah.
But he was in some interviews and he said that he noticed that in the 12th round, after he got knocked down, he started to come at Wilder more and put Wilder on the back foot. And he said that Wilder didn't really know what to do when he was on his back foot. Because as a puncher, you have to plant your foot and follow through. You know? So when you're on your back foot, you don't really have that same power.
Now, I was watching the fight and I saw pure strategy from Fury. Pure boxing strategy,
bro.
Putting his weight on him.
Yeah.
Knowing that his equilibrium was all spinning. Like, I don't think people saw like how he spinned him, like how he got him confused, like how he hold on to him on a lot. Like, that is like pure strategy. And then like counting his shots, knowing when to hit him. Mm-hmm. I love boxing like that. I like people that can pick people apart and stay focused in the moment. Mm-hmm. And hearing Fury, I heard Fury's story. And that's why
the story's crazy.
That's why I wanted to win, because I feel like he came from the brinks of like killing himself.
Yeah.
To the top again, 6'7", big dude, like
6'9", bro.
6'9", big dude, like
massive.
Like, you know,
he said he almost was at 400 pounds at one point.
It was crazy,
which is nuts.
Which makes sense though. He's so big, and it's like hasn't lost
ever. So like,
if I was him, I want to fight Joshua and I want to fight Wilder again.
Well, so that's the thing. He said, I don't know if you remember, in his post-fight press conference, he said that he was willing to do the rematch.
Yeah. And
Wilder, there was a clause in the contract that a loser can declare a rematch if they wanted to. Yeah. So, and Wilder did declare a rematch. So, as long as Tyson accepts it like he said he would, yeah, we're going to see the 3. Which is nuts, by the way, because I think, like a little bit more game planning on Deontay's end, and we could see like he learns how to punch on his back foot. I think we're gonna see what I think. My prediction for the 3rd fight is gonna be Wilder just going at Fury 100%. You're just putting it all on the line. Yeah, yeah, and probably knocking him out by the 3rd round. Yeah, just like either knocking him out or gassing out. Like one of two things is gonna happen. I think he's gonna like have stamina so he can do it for like at least 8 rounds. Yeah. Because what I noticed, what people didn't notice, why this was a 6th round, Fury's getting tired from like boxing that much. I noticed that. And I noticed it because he was like slowing down a lot, like his pace. Mm. And like I was like, man, 8 round, like I don't know how that would look like. Well, that's what happened last time, really. Yeah, I didn't know how that would look like. Yeah. You know, if you can let him what's up and then they call a time, we don't know. Maybe Wilder and it's like, you know? Yeah. Yeah, I just think, so much of it is like luck at that point. But I'm happy that there's probably going to be a 3rd fight. Mm-hmm. I think, it's still like, it's less exciting to see Wilder if he wins to go fight somebody else. It's just less exciting. Yeah, I think it just depends on who. I think for Fury right now, like I'm very excited for Fury. He hasn't lost. Yeah. He's beaten everybody. Like, part of me just wants to tell him like, yo, fight AJ, unify the division, get all 5 belts, and then retire, and then just call it, because you're the GOAT. Like, well, I'm not familiar enough with boxing to like say that, but he beat the guy who was on a like 15-year win streak, or I don't think that's true. I think it was like 10 years, something crazy, and then he beat Deontay now, and then if he beats AJ and unifies the division and gets all the belts, and retires undefeated. That's crazy. That legacy's nuts. Like, you might as well just... He might do that. Give it up. He might... Yeah. Do Joshua first, beat him, get off the high off that. He definitely should beat Joshua, because there's a lot of money in that. And... Joshua got hands, bro. Division. Joshua can box, too. Yeah. He got no chin, but he got hands. He has a chin. He does not have a chin, bro. So the thing about AJ, right? So Fury is definitely like the most technical boxer out of the top 3 heavyweights. Wilder's the puncher, and AJ's like the hybrid. Strong, not as technical, but a lot stronger than Tyson is. So like you're talking about 2 technical people going at it. Like there's a lot that can happen there. A lot. But we all have seen Joshua has no chin. So like. Yeah. If Fury comes in like trying to knock him out like he did with Deontay, Fury definitely will catch Joshua. Might be a scary sight, yo. Yeah. And if you think about like the level of stardom that Tyson's at now, and then the level of stardom that AJ's already at, like, yo, that might be one of the biggest heavyweight fights ever. Yeah, it would be. Because every time AJ fights, he sells out like Wembley, bro. That's like 85,000 seats. Yeah, Fury has a strong base too. Yeah. And he's also from the UK, so they're going to sell out like 150 in the UK. Crazy. It's like the King of England. That's going to be the poster. Yeah. King of England. Yeah. It's crazy. Boxing's nuts. Yeah. Nutty. We'll see what happens, though. I really hope the rematch happens and we get a 3rd run. Just to solidify it. Like, either Fury's going to win both and we'll never have to talk about it again. As a competitive person and someone who cares about shit like that, like, oh my God, I'd be crushed. What? If Fury goes 2-0? No, like after this fight. Like if I was fighting. Oh. Like as a man, I'd just be crushed right now. Yeah, it just depends on mentality, right? Like it will fire me up to come back.
But I know deep down, well, a lot of people told me that like legacy's tarnished.
It's not, bro. It's not.
It is. Manny Pacquiao is not that cool because he lost a few times.
Canelo's lost one time.
Canelo's not that cool because he lost.
Bro, he's the highest paid boxer in the world right now.
Yeah, well, that's just money.
Yeah, so it doesn't really matter.
No, it does matter.
People still have Canelo in GOAT conversations.
Okay, strip away all the money.
People still have Canelo in GOAT conversations.
Strip all the way money, and we're going off 8. Like,
you hear what I'm saying?
I hear what you're saying. Right?
They still have him in the GOAT conversations.
They still conversations, but like, who is the GOAT? Like,
I have no idea.
Like,
pretty sure people would say Muhammad Ali.
Like, I think Muhammad is like the biggest because he like transcended boxing, right?
And guess
like,
what?
Brain.
He lost like 4 times.
He did lose, but that's different. That's a different position. Like that's like a Jordan. Like because of him, people want to box. Like he's a different. In my brain, he's a different GOAT category.
Okay, so Mike Tyson lost like 5 times.
Well, that's why we talk about Mike Tyson differently. We really do. Think about it.
Nah, I don't.
We really do. Like Mike Tyson, is he an amazing fighter? Yes.
Yes. Is he one of the best fighters ever?
Yes. But he's lost.
So, bro, there's only 2 people that are in like that top tier that have ever retired undefeated. Floyd and then Rocky Marciano.
GOATs.
There's 2 out of 100.
But you can't argue it.
Yes, you can.
If you take away all the
because
money,
you have to be willing to put yourself on the line.
We have to measure something, and the way we measure is your record. So, and Floyd hasn't lost.
LeBron has lost 2 times in the finals. How you feel about that? 3 times in the finals. How you feel about that?
Yeah, I think he's.
But me and you still call him the GOAT.
I think he's the GOAT. Like right now, in the league,
okay.
No one, and for the last 10 years, I don't think no one's has been better than LeBron.
Okay.
Like overall,
Serena Williams hasn't won every tournament she's played in.
Yeah, but I think it's different for boxing than other sports.
Come on, bro.
Because those are team sports. Those are other people. Like
Tom Brady. Here's a good one. You ain't gonna have no comeback.
No. Wait, no. It's not a comeback. Listen, like we're talking about, like go to individual sports. Like Tiger Woods was a GOAT for a while.
Yeah,
he lost, and then he kind of fell down. His career is different. We look at
he's
Tiger's
still the
different.
GOAT though.
You know, we look at him differently. Serena's lost a few times. We look at her differently.
No, we don't. Serena is the GOAT of female tennis.
She's a great tennis player. With that GOATmanship,
you are tripping.
Can still be filled. You can't lose, yo.
Yes, you can.
No.
Yes. Just because Jordan didn't lose in the finals.
Jordan lost.
No, he was 6-0 in the finals.
He went 1-9 first, bro, before Pimpin.
Yeah, but people don't talk about that though.
Yeah, we don't talk about that.
People don't talk about that.
Yeah, a lot of at bats.
Yeah, but he also was averaging like 36 at the time. Wasn't his fault.
Yeah, he was going off.
But he just needed another top 20 to help win.
But again, let's go back to like
I don't know, because we've had conversations like that before. I just don't agree with you.
Yeah,
because the true champions are the ones that bounce back from losses, right? Like the true champions, to me, are Fury coming back from depression and suicide, AJ coming back from losing to Andy Ruiz, and everybody in the fucking world making fun of him. Yeah,
he didn't lose.
But like a real champion,
he never lost.
A real champion comes back from losses.
He lost in life.
He lost himself, G.
Yeah, but he didn't lose on his record, bro. You cannot tell me that like his story. The reason why we get so excited about his story because it's better than Anthony Joshua's and Wilder's.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
But before,
and Wilder's just kind of crazy.
But before it wasn't. Like Wilder's story was crazy. Like he knocked everybody out pretty much.
Started boxing at 20.
Right.
Just nuts.
Undefeated. Whoever wants it can get it. It was Wilder and Anthony Joshua. It was like Anthony Joshua was just another crazy ass boxer fucking people up.
And then Tyson woke up like, I'm here. Y'all forgot?
And his story is crazy because he hasn't lost.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my whole point. Like when we get down to it, right?
So then talk to me like hypothetically, the rematch happens, Wilder wins. Okay, so now everyone has one loss. Everyone.
Now it's even.
Right. So then let's say Wilder versus AJ fight. Wilder wins. He still doesn't earn your respect back?
No, like he earns the respect because he did the hard work. Like you never take away like the hard work. But like when we like really look at it, like honestly, you had to just kind of take the L, bro.
Did you hear him talk about why he thinks he lost? Did you hear about this? He said that it was because of that armor and that suit that he was wearing. He said it was like 45 pounds. And by the time he got to the ring, he said he was really weak and tired. And I was like, bro, why are you saying that? Like, we all know that's not why you lost. Like, just accept it, G. What are you doing?
He shouldn't have said that, bro.
45 pounds?
See?
He should have lied. He should have said it was 200 pounds.
But like,
and then I would have been like, you know what?
See what he's doing goes back to my main point. He's like, in his head, as he thinks back, he's trying to come up with like the reason so he can sleep. He can go to sleep at night. Wow, the reason is your corner man threw the towel in.
Because he was getting fucked up.
He didn't believe in you. Fire him.
All right, we got to move on because we're never going to agree on that shit. But not, I mean, the fact that he said that, like, it let me down. You know? Because it's like, yo, you just come out and say that you lost.
Let the greats go out, man. Like, let them break their arm. Let them, like, break their knee. Like, let them get knocked out. Let them die.
But we're talking about different things in boxing. You're talking about permanent brain damage or potentially death.
Doesn't matter.
Yes.
It does not matter.
All right, bro.
This is your legacy we're talking about. Think about it. You said you get mad at someone turned off Super Smash Bros.
I'm not getting punched in the face while I'm playing Super Smash Bros.
But I'm just saying, like, you think you get angry like that? I imagine like someone doing that to you in real life with millions of people watching. You had D Smoke rap for you.
It was fire that moment. Yeah, we should talk about the introductions. They were all fire.
I think that's some of the biggest moments for those rappers though.
Yeah.
D Smoke's career's over now.
I hate you, bro.
Are you checking for a D Smoke track? No.
But I wasn't checking before though. So.
But like, if Wilder won, you might have considered like, yo, I want to listen to that D Smoke track he walked out to. Oh my god. Yo, I'm being serious, and you're listening to me. Like,
I listened to Sweet Carolina.
Yo.
Or what? No, that wasn't the song. What was he singing? American what was Tyson singing? Yeah.
2 verses he sang.
That's
loud.
fucked up. Can you imagine?
Oh my god!
You just took the biggest L of your career.
Heated.
And bro singing a American song.
Fury knows what it is.
That shit is hilarious.
So you threw the towel in, which is even more embarrassing than getting knocked out. By the way.
You think so?
Yes. Getting knocked out is like a man's way. You have to like.
Yeah, but like I think about like a knockout. Like you're waking up from being asleep, and then everyone's like looking at you. And everyone's cheering for the other guy.
Yeah, but
I feel like that'd be more embarrassing.
Anyone can get knocked out.
Yeah,
that's
except
fair.
For Fury.
Except for Fury, but like the towel, bro. I mean, I have weird viewpoints. Like I always told people too, if I get in a crazy car accident, and I'm paraplegic, like take me the fuck out. I don't want to live anymore. Like that's me. Like I don't want like.
Yeah, so how about we stop Wilder from becoming a paraplegic and throw in the towel?
No, but like let him at least attempt to be it.
No, bro. What happens if he gets knocked out, sent to the hospital, has a seizure, heart locks up, dies?
Did he win the fight or lost?
Lose.
Okay.
It's not worth it.
We have a memorial service. Kids start wearing Wilder merch.
I think you're trolling, bro.
I'm not trolling. I'm actually like telling you like, did Kobe ever give up? No. Did he go out like a man every single time?
He lost once in the finals.
Yeah, but he always go out like a man though. Yes.
Okay, Wilder went out like a man. Why do you think
we all cry when Kobe died?
Wilder went out like a man. Bro, the fight was over in the 3rd round, but he kept going. The fight was over.
We're still boxing.
Bro, the fight was over low-key in the 1st round.
You goes to his corner. Why'd you guys do that?
Yeah. I think he did say that he's going to fire that trainer, by the way.
Yeah, if trainer's done. He's a constant reminder of why you lost.
Anyway.
He never believed in you.
Anyway.
Sorry, that's like how I look at things. You guys get into my sick brain.
We just don't agree.
You get into my sick brain and like, yo, are we gonna do this, bro? Or what? Are we gonna do this or what?
Don't listen to that shit.
Answer in the comment section. You're willing to die for what you love and believe in.
Did you see that Dave won Album of the Year at the Brit Awards?
I did not see that.
Yeah.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Congrats to Dave. Big ups.
Fire.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite rappers, bro.
Yeah, me too. He's in that top 3 for me right now. He also did a extended verse to Black.
Did he really?
Which was dope.
Yeah, I haven't reached, bro.
You gotta peep. I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
He like talks about the prime minister and like.
Really?
He's chatting a whole bunch of shit. Yeah.
Guys, I just beat coronavirus. That's why I've been out.
But yeah, bro, you weren't here last week.
Yeah. Shout out to Savon and AGO.
Yeah, for real.
For coming through. Sorry I wasn't here. But yeah, so I've been out of culture, but I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, you feeling good? You feeling like back to normal?
You know, kind of. Not really.
No. You still like feel the energy going, or
my energy is actually like feels better, but like mentally kind of, and like coughing and like the stuffy nose is like annoying at this point.
Yeah, I get it.
Because like while I feel better, but like the cold hasn't left yet.
Mm-hmm.
It's like kind of like,
yeah.
Am I better? Am I just pushing through? Yeah. Am I willing to die? All this stuff, you know what I'm saying?
That's funny.
Like a full circle.
Yeah, I think what's always annoying to me is like you get sick, right, and your life stops kind of for like 2 or 3 days. In your case, a week, and you're always like, "Yo, I just wish I could go back to normal life." But if you actually got like a week off and you weren't sick, oh man, you'd enjoy the shit out of it. But because you're sick, it's like, yo, I'd rather just be healthy and at work. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
At least that's how I feel.
I feel like there's that quote that says a sick man only wants one thing, and a healthy man wants 10,000. 10,000. Sick man just wants to get healthy. That's it. Healthy man's like, all right, well, that's facts. When you're sick,
that's deep. Yeah.
Only you thinking about is like, when do I get better?
Yep. Yeah. That's so like, and you're sitting at home all day, like you're bored. You know.
Bored your mind.
Because eventually you run out of shit to do. Like.
Yeah, bro. Like half the time, I didn't know what to do with myself. I don't sit around like that.
Yeah, and you don't feel good enough to like watch a movie. At least that's what I deal with when I'm sick. Yeah, I don't feel good enough to watch a movie or like watch a show or play a game. Like you kind of just lay there.
I couldn't watch any TV. I couldn't be on my phone for real.
Yeah.
So I just kind of didn't answer anybody, and just like laid.
Yeah.
Drink my tea, threw up a couple times. What I had to do.
Damn.
Blow my nose. And let people know. Let everyone know that. Let everyone know I was ready to go.
Yeah.
I was ready to die.
Respect. Ready to die for Irie.
Yeah.
I just imagine I walk into the restaurant and you're like slumped over the counter.
Just dead.
Because you wanted to die for it. And it wouldn't be worth it.
Ready to die for it. I'm ready to die for it.
And then I'm at your funeral talking about, like, I low-key expected this.
He let everybody know
it would be so soon.
Ready to die.
But if you had a trainer would have called the ambulance. You would have made it to Spectrum. You know, a couple IVs.
But like,
and you get to live the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying?
But it's not the same. I might as well stop.
Then you're gonna walk to the restaurant, and people are gonna draw a second place on it. You know.
And people are like, oh, weren't you the one that almost died and somebody even helped you?
Somebody helped you. Somebody helped you stay alive? Yeah, that was me. Yep.
Crazy.
You whack, bro.
Will die.
You got any new music you've been listening to?
So, lately, let's go to my Apple Music.
Yeah.
So listen, I pay for like all these stuff. I only use Apple Music. I gotta like cut it out.
You pay for everything else too?
Yeah, Spotify. All that. Yo, I doesn't like Spotify. I don't know what it is. I know that's.
I think you just like you pick your loyalty. You know.
So, recently, I've been listening to a lot of Jessie Reyes, that girl.
That sounds so familiar. I don't know if I've heard her music.
I listen to a lot of her.
She like R&B?
Yeah.
Like a singer?
Which is fire. Oh, God, sorry guys. I've also been listening to a lot of like like New York shit.
Like drill rap?
Yeah, like just random stuff. A lot of Trippie Redd lately. So Partisan Fontaine, and that's how you say his name. I've been listening to a lot of him. I sent his music in the group message.
Oh, okay. I haven't listened yet.
Hard.
It's hot?
Hard.
What type of music?
Like just rap.
Just rap? Rap? New York shit?
I think he's from New York. I'm not too
okay.
Too sure. But man has hits.
Yeah.
I think he's a great song maker. Guys, listen to Wrong With Me by Partisan Fontaine.
Partisan Fontaine.
Hard.
Never heard that.
Easy hooks to catch along to. a couple bars. You know that song "Backing It Up" with Cardi B? That was him. Like that was his act. That was actually his track.
I'm not sure.
And she featured on it. Yeah. But yeah, he has a couple hits.
Okay.
Like, not there yet.
Is it an album or is it just like a bunch of singles?
He has the album. He has a bunch of singles. He has both.
Okay.
You know, I just think he's just like, you probably can get. I don't know if we're gonna get in trouble for this.
Yeah, we probably will, but it's alright. I like his voice.
So I think that's hard. He has that kind of stuff, but he also has like
pop shit.
Like this is like wrong with me.
Yo, that's hard. That flow is hard.
So, you know, the guys, just check him out.
Yeah. What was his name again?
Partisan Fontaine.
Fontaine.
And obviously, I'm always listening to Sauce Walker. Sauce Walker is.
Did he drop?
He did actually drop a track called Sauce Creed. But Sauce Walker is probably, guys, like my all-time favorite rapper.
Really?
Yeah, like low key. I think if I had to put like my low key favorite rappers, like it's Sauce Walker. We talked about this last night. Also, like Rick Ross. Like those two people are my low key favorite rapper list.
Damn. So what's your actually?
I was like high key. Like if you ask me like in passing,
Drake, obviously.
I'll say like Drake or I'll say like these other rappers.
Yeah.
But like if I really go back, who do I listen to in my car the most?
Yeah.
Like the amount of Sauce Walker I listen to is crazy.
He's dope, bro.
Wild.
You put me on to him last year.
Yeah, wild. The amount of Sauce Walker I listen to is like stupid. Like,
I've been listening to. I'm still on J Huss's new album constantly.
Hard.
Have you finally listened to it?
Crazy.
It is so
J Huss keep doing
good.
the thing, bro.
It is so good, bro.
Oh, also like Coy Leary, she's dope. I listen to a lot of her shit.
Okay.
A lot of Brent Faiyaz, his new project.
Brent Faiyaz.
Got me on the vibe.
Yep.
If you ain't nasty, don't at me.
Key Glock, yo.
Key Glock always hard.
That fucking album, bro. Have you gone back to Lil Wayne's project? I have not.
Nah.
I don't know if I will either.
Yeah, I don't think I ever will go back to that. Low key kind of trash.
It's just too long.
But we love you, bro. You know, I also been listening to a lot of Beyonce lately.
For real?
Yeah.
She's
crazy.
dope.
But I just feel like we just forget, like...
I was just about to say, I think we as a society, forget,
how,
why she's actually famous.
Like, she has some hits. Like, this is...
Wasn't this before they were together, too?
I think that
this
was
just for the culture? Okay.
Like, this to me, it's like...
Like the...
Let's not forget.
Yeah. Yeah, like, some people, like... Yo,
let's not forget.
People forget why she's famous. She's famous because she's, like, the best pop star
she's
ever.
the queen.
Yeah.
Let's see, someone who's never taken the L. See, let's go. I like
what you mean, bro? She got cheated on. That's an L.
Nah, that's not an L.
That's not an L?
Not an L for her.
Yes, it is.
L on Jay.
That's an L on the family.
No. It's L on JayZ.
How's the L on JayZ still
because,
weird?
like, JayZ... Huh?
I'm just playing.
No, think about it. Because Beyonce is obviously, like, bigger than JayZ.
Yeah.
So,
that took me a second, but yeah, that's right.
Which is crazy to think about. But it is true. Like, that was a JayZ business move, which is smart. And I'm guaranteed he loved her. But, like...
Ain't no business move. That's what we call it. Win-win, dog.
So, I think JayZ's goated for, like, being smart. But, like... You know, he had the best looking. I think JayZ, that was an L on him. Like, he almost lost Beyonce. Like... Yeah. Like, the fact that
I'm not saying it's her fault, but I'm saying, like... She has to deal with that for the rest of her life. That's
like, if Jay really lost, ended up losing Beyonce, like, he would be mean culture. Like,
yeah.
Don't end up like Jay.
Yeah.
We wouldn't be talking about Beyonce getting cheated.
Yeah, it'd be a lot of disrespect.
We still don't talk about Beyonce getting cheated on by Jay like that.
Well, that's because it didn't really happen, and it was just a marketing move. But that's a different subject. You don't
think it happened?
I don't know, bro. I have a hard time with stuff like that because they dropped the album afterwards and they've talked about it a lot. It just kind of seems like
it was all why would they do that?
Because it blows the album up. Oh, you guys are gonna spend the whole album talking about your relationship dynamic now? All right.
What do you think? Well, she's dropped Lemonade. She talked about it.
Yeah, and then that hyped up. And then they dropped like a single, which was like JayZ's apology, and then they dropped the album. And to me, it's just like
no. You think
JayZ's too business savvy, Beyonce's too
no,
business
bro. He didn't
savvy.
He didn't go to Kanye's wedding.
What does that have to do with what I'm talking about?
Because Jay said the reason he didn't go to Kanye's wedding because he was fighting for his marriage.
Oh, really?
That's how long ago that shit happened. Yeah.
Oh, damn. So they just opened up about it like 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I personally feel like someone had blackmail, and I think that's what like.
And JayZ was just like, "Fuck it,
just go." Like Kevin Hart did the same thing. Like someone's blackmailing me. Listen, guys, what I did.
Yeah.
I feel like instead of Jay doing something like that, because Jay's a smart guy. This is where I agree with you on part on is like how we take this negative and turn it into a positive and make a couple like 200 mil off it. Like this is how we're gonna do it, right? And I feel like him owning it makes him look really good in Beyonce's eyes. But like you really think about it, like he's never taken an L. All hits, no misses.
He took an L to Nas.
Who?
In the rap beef.
Who?
JayZ.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Beyonce right now.
Oh, okay. We're talking. I thought you said that JayZ hasn't taken it out.
No, JayZ is taking it out.
Okay. All right.
JayZ just like he just knows how to like fail forward and turn his L's into fucking big ass W's. Bro.
It's important. I've been practicing that.
Because he's the only man to like cheat on Beyonce and get away with it. Never forget.
Get away with it.
Never forget.
I'm sure he's still breakfast in bed every Saturday morning. I'm sure he's still paying
got
for
away
it.
with it.
That makes it worse.
And that's the price.
Yo, so
got away with it, bro.
I was watching. So my whole life, I've always thought
got away with it.
Beyonce was the most attractive woman on the planet. My whole life.
Yeah.
And then last night, I've been watching this series on.
Last night I went out to O'Toole's.
No.
So Dutch Baddie and Sarah.
What's it? Hollywood Reporter is the YouTube channel, and they do this series called like Actor Roundtable.
Okay.
Where it's just a bunch
I've
of
seen that.
Okay, it's a bunch of actors, and they just kind of interview each other
Yeah.
for the most part. And one of them was songwriters, and it was Alicia Keys. Alicia Keys was on there.
She's cold,
bro. I had this moment where I was just like seeing her talk.
Yeah.
And like what she was talking about, I was like, yo, like this is actually like. This is my new celebrity crush. G.
Yo, I have an unpopular opinion on Alicia Keys. I don't think she's really that good of a singer or anything. Crazy, I know.
Bro, you heard New York?
Yeah, but like, okay, so I feel like Swiss, and I feel like she has what we call star quality.
I like how you just say Swiss. You don't even like set it up.
Well, I think that's why she got all those opportunities. Now, don't get me wrong. Like she has hella Grammys.
But I feel like she hasn't been with him that long.
Yeah, she's been with that for
Wasn't
a
it
minute.
like 2010? Hold up.
She's been with him for a minute. Even it's 2010, but that's how many years that is, bro?
That's before New York.
I think they've been together for a minute.
Right, you check that. I'm gonna check when New York came out. Now you're in New York.
So Species is smart. He just got a Harvard Business School, bro.
Who?
Yeah, he
Empire State of Mind 2009.
Yep.
When they get married?
He got married to her in 2010.
Hey.
But
so they were probably dating.
No, he was married before to another girl. He cheated on her with Alicia Keys.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know all that.
Now, don't get me wrong though, right? I think Alicia has star quality, and I just think she's just like has this like weird kind of like what I call, my stereotype of women that I like. This innocent face, but not really innocent. And I think that's Alicia Keys. Like, has this like, oh, your soul like draws me in. There's something about you.
Like the way she was just like, she was explaining like her process.
Yeah, I want to know what you're up to, right? Bro. I just want to check in.
Yeah.
And then like she has like this like little innocent, like I don't do anything.
Yeah.
Right, which is just like get you like more attracted.
More interested.
Like, nah, I know you'd be out here. Like, nah, I don't do anything. And the next thing you know, you're cheating your wife.
Right.
Alicia Keys.
Yeah.
You gotta say fuck, it's Alicia Keys. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, that celebrity relationship shit. I don't want to deal with that ever.
I don't know, bro. That's two payments that come in, like, two incomes.
But is it worth everything you have to deal with?
Maybe.
Come on, dog.
Debatable.
Yeah, I guess it's just a personality thing.
Like, I don't like.
I like to live low key.
Okay, so I've been struggling with this lately. I don't know if I want to be famous or not.
No.
Which is crazy for people who are listening. Like, it's up to me. It is up to me. But like,
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know if I want, like, I've been in that weird middle ground. Like, part of me kind of is like, that would be dope. The other part of me is like, yo, I'm a private person.
Yeah.
Like, I want to be able to go to Donkey. I want to go to
That's
Donkey.
what I'm saying.
And like, I don't want people to know me.
Like, imagine not being able to go to the mall or your favorite restaurant.
Yeah, like, it's
like
weird.
It's one thing to have a person come up and say what's up, but like Justin Bieber has 100 people come up. I don't want that shit.
Even a person seems weird.
Yeah, but like a person is like, yo, how you doing? Dap you up, whatever.
Just think about how weird you have to be now.
Yeah, yeah.
Getting
Think about it.
wild
You
like
can't.
that.
You ain't getting drunk in public, G.
No, you can't get drunk in public. You can't just say anything you want to say.
You can't say anything.
You can have an opinion.
So if you could pick one celebrity to have the same level of fame as, who would it be?
Ooh.
That's a tough question. I need to think about it.
Rogan, that's his name?
The Pineapple Express
Yeah,
guy?
him.
He's pretty famous.
Yeah, he's pretty fucking famous.
Yeah.
But he doesn't get stopped.
I bet he gets stopped, bro.
No. Like,
I bet if he puts like a hood on.
like 1, 2, 3 people, like persons. Because he's like famous, but he's famous for like other reasons. Like, he's cult famous. Like, I think Pineapple Express did really well, but it wasn't like a movie that's
true.
like.
I don't think the kids nowadays really know who he is like we do.
They might, but I just feel like, like no one's like, and he's not like Brad Pitt.
Right. That's fair.
And so I feel like it'd be dope
fair.
enough to have a fame that you can like hit up Drake and hang out with Drake. And like people like that. Like you have to be famous enough to like get the benefits of fame.
Yeah.
Like, Oprah, what's up? What's good?
Yeah.
Right? You gotta have that level of fame. But
meanwhile, you just
being able to
shadows
like
type shit.
walk to Jamba Juice.
Yeah.
It's either him or that guy we talked about, the guy who's like directed all those movies.
Oh, John Favreau?
Up.
Yeah.
No, probably
and most people don't know what he looks like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, and this might be a funny twist, the retired Dave Chappelle or the retired Chris Rock fame also seems pretty legit.
But, yo, Dave can't walk around.
I know, but like, I mean, he can for the most part.
No. There's
Like,
no way.
No, for the most part, like, he can.
Bro, he's been a comedian since what, the 80s?
But think about it, like, he's like not old.
Yeah.
And he's doing old people shit, like, does not give a fuck and doing his thing. And obviously, like, when people know he's around, like, the crowds are gonna definitely, like, grow. But, like, I feel like a Dave Chappelle fame will also, like, retire Dave Chappelle. Like, not, like, Comedy Central Dave Chappelle. I think that would be crazy for him.
Like the Chappelle show?
Yeah, like, I think Chappelle.
You're talking about, like, right now?
I think Netflix Chappelle and Netflix Chris Rock. Like, I feel like they can, like, run around in the Bronx and, like, and not have a massive people following them.
Chris Rock for sure can't.
Can't?
No, he can't. Because you're talking about, so he has the kids movies, right? Madagascar, Star, Grown Ups.
But think about 2020.
And he has Everybody Hates Chris. Everyone knows about that shit. And all the stand-up comedy specials.
But, like...
And, I mean, there's a lot of movies I'm leaving off.
He's famous, bro. But I feel like
And he's got such an unforgettable-ass face.
Yeah, but I feel like right now, like, like... I mean, I remember when Justin Bieber came into Grand Rapids?
Yeah, shut the whole city down.
Like, you don't want to be Justin Bieber famous.
Nah.
Like, he went to one coffee shop and people were camped out.
Yeah.
Like, you want, like, Chris Rock. Retired Chris Rock. That's my comment. Retired... quote unquote in quotation marks, obviously not retired Dave Chappelle. Like you want okay, there's three people that like fuck with me, all right. But then like I can hop in my car and
for me it would be someone that's like famous for like one thing. Like I was about to say the dude that played Harry Potter, but he probably can't walk around. I'd imagine he can't.
For him I feel like
he probably can't walk around.
Maybe now for like
like
no one catches him.
Right. Maybe in America he can walk around. He definitely can't walk around in the UK. There's no way.
Yeah.
So maybe like I don't know, like Aragorn from Lord of the Rings. Like everyone who's like really into Lord of the Rings is gonna know who you are.
Yeah.
But outside of that, like people probably won't recognize you.
Yeah.
Like something like that, you know.
Okay. I feel you.
I have no interest in not being like one of my favorite things is going to the movie theater.
Yeah.
I have no interest in not being able to do that anymore. I'd be pissed. I'd be so mad.
Yeah.
You know.
So you like actually going to a movie theater?
Yeah, I like going to the movie theater.
You wouldn't care about having your own movie theater.
No. Because I like the loud people that'll react a lot. I like the kid crying. I like the people snack. You know what I mean?
Okay,
it's just like an experience for me.
I'm picking up your lane now.
Yeah. So and there's like a lot of things I don't want to lose. Like imagine not being able to go to Dave and Buster's. You know what I'm saying? Like there's just certain things you can't do. You can't go to Disney.
Yeah, for me it's like the private side of it.
Yeah.
I just couldn't deal with that. Because I already hate people that like are in my business.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
On a normal thing. So like I couldn't imagine like waking up to like tabloids. But I'm totally down to get famous for like a period of time. Like if it was
like Fetty Wap.
Yeah,
like be the biggest thing in the world.
I had like a 2-year run.
Yeah.
Fell off.
Yeah.
Like low key, like that sounds like because you just like you want crazy.
Right.
But I don't want to be Kanye
made all
famous.
your money and dip.
Kanye can't leave his house.
Yeah. It's just I just gotta imagine that's so taxing. Unless I mean I guess it probably isn't that bad if you're like a super homebody, you know, and if you have like a family.
You guys at the crib all day.
You know what I'm saying?
And mess up your family. You have kids.
Right.
Why are you taking pictures of me?
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder who it's harder on for real.
Everybody.
Like the kids of famous people or the actual famous people?
I think both.
Because if you think about it, like the kids of famous people, they'll always be the cool kid in school until like college, and then no one cares about you, and then it's like a slap in the face.
Well, you don't think so? I think people hella care about it. I think after
still in college.
I think after college and in life,
that's when it doesn't matter.
Yeah, then you lose it.
Okay. Yeah.
Because like,
but
no one's gonna hang out with you or run into you. But I feel like Eminem's daughter, when she went to state, I think she was like low key, like getting a lot of clout off that, and people were trying to find out with her.
Yeah, but like you don't know.
But
after you don't know what she looks like.
But no, she had Instagram. She's like big on Instagram. But right after that moment, done.
Yeah, like no one cares.
You're not in the vicinity where we were ever run into.
Right. It's just tough. Like I just can't imagine like you are the coolest in the world for like 20 years of your life, and then no one cares about you. Like it's probably harder on the kids. Like the whole idea of fame.
Yeah, I think it's a hard thing to swallow. I think a lot of benefits. I think Jaden Smith figured it out. Yeah,
but even him, like he's still like a little quirky. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's still like he suffered from it. The suffer's not the right word, but like
I think he like purposely made himself quirky
as like a ploy.
Not as a ploy, but like your dad and your mom are like you can't do the acting thing.
Yeah,
for real. Like you can act, but like your dad's Will Smith.
No, we saw Karate Kid, bro. He can't act.
I feel like
I'm talking shit.
I feel like he had a couple. I think
he killed it in Pursuit of Happiness, but I don't think he had any lines for real.
Yeah, he didn't really have any lines. But I just feel like
I mean, like, he's got a talent on the music thing for real.
Like if your parents do something and they're like the best at it,
yeah.
Like it's surprising to me to see how good Bronny Jr. is. Like, yeah, and the fact that he's going for basketball, because like that's like his dad's thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the difference between LeBron and Jordan is that, like, I don't think the world all unanimously agrees that LeBron's the best player in the world. I think at a period of time, the whole world is, whether you hated Jordan or not, had to just agree that he was a bad man and he was the best. And I think, like, his kids had a way harder time trying to play ball because, like, their dad is, like, Michael Jordan. Mm-hmm. And I think Bronny, well, not the little brother, though. Like Bronny goes and like he has like a breakout year or a breakout few years and like makes his own name in the NBA, which would be crazy. Because that really happened before.
That would shake the world up.
You never had a superstar and a superstar's son or daughter like take over. Yeah, you've always had like mid-level tier players.
Yeah, because like Kobe's dad was like an overseas hooper,
right? And Steph Curry's dad played.
Steph Curry's dad, I don't think he was an all-star ever.
But like they're good players, but they're never greats,
right?
So they
superstars never have superstar kids,
right? The fact that looks like he's building a superstar kid to me is like wild.
Yeah.
Who knows though? Like we'll see.
I'm trying to think if we've ever had anybody.
If that happens, like LeBron would be goated for sure, just because of his son.
What if his son becomes better than him?
That's crazy.
That would just like
it's
shake
like literally
the world
handing
out.
off.
Yeah. At that point, like the James family needs ownership in the NBA.
Oh, I think so. Like imagining Bronny going for Cleveland and Cleveland wins their first another championship with Bronny.
At this point, he's probably more loyal to LA than he is to Ohio.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I was thinking about like how that would turn out to be.
Yeah.
Like a mature Sexton, a couple good key players.
You like Sexton?
Yeah, I really do.
He's cool. He's got like that dog in him.
Like he has that Kobe in him, which I love.
Yeah.
You don't work hard enough.
Yeah.
He has that. I love that about him.
He does have that. Shit. You got anything else?
I don't know.
We did the music thing.
Yeah.
I think we good.
You know, again, so grateful, thankful to everybody that like tunes in and checks out.
Yeah, for real.
This podcast. I think we're gonna start adding some cool stuff, so be on the lookout for that. Yeah. So.
Yeah. If you got so I was thinking about this. I didn't even run this by you. So you had that idea about doing the live like calls, have people call in.
Yeah.
But I think it's dope. We're definitely gonna do that, by the way. But I'm thinking like, yo, we just pose, or we just say whatever. Like, yo, what questions that come in throughout the week, we're just gonna answer them on the show, like whenever.
Bet.
So you don't have to call in live. You know,
Bet.
maybe we leave the phone number up and they leave a voicemail and then you know whatever. We'll play around with it. But yeah, so be on the lookout for the phone number. You know, I expect to hear some ignorant shit.
Yeah.
Just playing. I'm gonna censor all that shit out.
Say what you got to say. Oh,
Yeah.
and also RIP Pop Smoke.
For real. Yeah, we didn't even talk about that.
Yeah, just sad to see you go, G.
Yeah, especially because he came in. He had a 6-month run, maybe. Like we heard, "Welcome to the Party," maybe last summer, maybe even earlier or sooner than that.
Maybe.
Like we did not really get to see like his run. You know.
Yeah, I just feel like, in a weird way, I wasn't that surprised, but like sad to see still.
Yeah, it's a difficult thing. Like when drill rappers pass, you know. Cause it's like, it's what they rap about. Like eventually, that shit's gonna catch up with you.
Yeah,
I think that's why we're seeing like 21 Savage have a progression. I thought I was seeing it with Kodak, but it turns out like he's still in the streets. But it's like that shit's gonna come up to you. Like you can rap about that shit all day. Like Pusha T still raps about it, but like we all know that he's not in the streets anymore. Like at some point you have to remove yourself.
Yeah, I just feel like. Well, I think that's a interesting part, right? I feel like that's like a real thing. Yeah. But I also feel like like just being young and being a rapper and being who he is and his past life. Yeah. I feel like he probably did a lot of bad things to get to where he was at, like or survival mode. I just think a lot of naivete. Like I just feel like we live in a world where like jealousy and all this stuff is like
rampant.
So there's a lot of love because we're constantly sharing. So like I believe that what makes it what balance is like having positive thoughts and negative thoughts. I feel like both of those things are great for human beings. Mm-hmm. The bad thing when you skew too much positive or you skew too much negative, then like bad things can happen. And I just feel like Pop Smoke's energy was more of like a lot of like meme culture / like negative energy. Mm-hmm. Right? The reason why I caught on to Pop Smoke is because someone's making fun of him from New York, him dancing. And some dude was like, it's what New York niggas do now, is we dance. Yeah. Right? Like in a funny way. And then like I heard that, like that's a hook, like that's a catchy song. Yeah. So then I started paying attention. But I just feel like, you can't be flaunting money. You can't be saying I'm gonna ride on you, shoot you, like and not think that someone's gonna like
check you.
Not only check you, but just like want what you have. Yeah. And they're coming from imagine somebody like whether it's a setup or not, like someone like storming into your place and wanting to take something from you, and what they're trying to take from you, you think is the bag, you think is the money, you think like, oh, I'm gonna be a bitch and give them the money. No, they want your life. Yeah.
They just want to say that they did it.
Like the same thing with X. Like right. That was all, in my opinion, that was all jealousy and envy. Like they took his life. They had to take his life. They could just took his bag and whatnot.
Yeah. Well, according to the police report, they didn't take anything from the house. Like they didn't even rob him.
So what were they going there for?
just so they could say that they were the ones that did it, bro.
I think to take his life.
Yeah. It's just tough, bro. He's only 20. Like, he doesn't even really know the repercussions of what he's doing. You know what I'm saying?
I think he's very aware. I just think like it was just kind of just like unfortunate.
Yeah.
Like, he went from a nobody to the biggest thing.
Yeah, he was headlining the New York drill sound, right? Like,
and you're just out here, bro. Like, obviously, you know, your own people might be gunning for you. People you ran into might be gunning for you. Like,
yeah. Yeah. Just don't wish that shit on anybody, man. Rest in peace.
Rest in peace, Pop Smoke.
But yeah, that's this is episode 38. I remember it this time.
38.
That's a
Tricky
wrap.
8.
That's a wrap. Peace.